Hello, and welcome back to ROAD TRIpVIA. Today's episode is number 424. The category is Tall Tales and Folk Heroes. This is a 20-question trivia quiz with a tiebreaker question at the very end of the video about all your favorite tall tales, folk heroes, folklore, fairy tales, myths, legends, all that kind of stuff wrapped up into here. So, good luck on today's quiz. Question 1. Paul Bunyan was a giant lumberjack and folk hero in American and Canadian folklore. His exploits revolve around the tall tales of his superhuman labors, and he is customarily accompanied by his ox named what? The answer is Babe. Question number 2. After refusing to pay homage to a Habsburg liege, what Swiss folk hero was forced to submit to the test of marksmanship by shooting an apple off of his son's head? The answer is William Tell. Question 3. In an Old English epic poem, who first kills Grendel with his bare hands, then kills Grendel's mother with a giant sword that he found in her lair? The answer is Beowulf. Question number 4. According to the legend, what was the name of the early American pioneer that introduced apples to the country as he traveled on foot, spreading seeds as he went? The answer is Johnny Appleseed. Question 5. It was the center of the kingdom of Logres and an Arthurian legend that would become the location of the round table that held 150 knights. What was the name of the mythical castled city said to be located in Great Britain where King Arthur held court? The answer is Camelot. Question number 6. A young boy's imagination summons a cowboy legend who, with the help of a lumberjack and a railroad worker, helps him save the family farm from a greedy land grabber in what 1995 live-action Disney movie starring Patrick Swayze? The answer is Tall Tale. Question number 7. An American folk hero, what steel-driving man for the railroad challenged a steam hammer in a race that he won only to die in victory with a hammer in his hand as his heart gave out from the stress? John Henry was the steel-driving man. Question number 8. According to a poem about baseball written in 1888 by Ernest Thayer, what was the name of the pinch hitter who didn't pull through for the Mudville Nine when he went to bat? The answer is Casey, and that poem was Casey at Bat. Question number 9. They have been fabricated by taxidermists since the mid-20th century and are said to sing during nocturnal thunderstorms and mate only during flashes of lightning. What is the name given to the fictional jackrabbits that have antlers? The answer is jackalopes. Question number 10. Stealing from the rich to give to the poor was just one thing that this legendary heroic outlaw, originally depicted in English folklore, was famous for. What skilled archer has since been featured in numerous novels, television shows, and films? The answer is Robin Hood. Question number 11. The world's most famous collection of children's stories began as an academic study for two adults. What was the last name of the two brothers who, in the 1800s, collected and tweaked, embellished, and even censored some stories from German folklore? That would be the Grimm brothers. Question number 12. With a name coming from the Coast Salish Indian word meaning wild man, what are the hairy ape-like creatures who roam the Pacific Northwest and were first discovered by British explorer David Thompson in 1811? We're looking for the specific word, which is Sasquatch, but it's also called Bigfoot. Question number 13. The dark, headless horseman replaced his head with a flaming pumpkin and chased what Yankee schoolteacher out of Sleepy Hollow? That school teacher was Ichabod Crane. Question 14. Who is known as the King of the Wild Frontier? And although the coonskin cap wearing American hero was a real person, a lot of the stories and tall tales about him grew in popularity long after his death. The answer is Davy Crockett. Question number 15. He had shot and killed a man by the age of 16, lived on the run, and was shot dead by Pat Garrett by the age of 21. What legendary outlaw also went by the pseudonym William H. Bonney? The answer is Billy the Kid. Question 16. Originally composed by Daniel Decatur Emmett for his minstrel shows, what legend of American folklore combed his hair with a wagon wheel and died of a toothache in his heel? That would be Old Dan Tucker. Question 17. With over 150 stories across 9 volumes that have been translated into more than 125 languages, stories of virtue and resilience in the face of adversity, what Danish author wrote a lot of the tales that, over 100 years later, are still being made into Disney feature films? The answer is Hans Christian Andersen. Question number 18. Raised by coyotes after his parents lost him near the river he was named for, what man rode a mountain lion, used a rattlesnake as a lasso, and was most famous for roping a cyclone and riding it like a bronco? The answer is Pecos Bill. Question 19. After imbibing liquor from some mysterious Dutchman, what villager fell asleep in the Catskill Mountains and then woke up 20 years later with a long white beard? The answer is Rip Van Winkle. Question 20. Who is the cannibal hag from the 18th century English folklore that is said to be the reason that Leicestershire cottages have small windows so that she could only get an arm inside? Her name was Black Annis, but was also known as Black Agnes. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching this episode of Road TRipVIA. Coming up tomorrow, we have a really fun one. It is characters from novels. That's 21 questions about some of the most memorable characters from some of the best novels of all time. So that'll be a really good one. Then the new month starts on Monday. So we'll be doing March trivia, then a Brainy Tuesday, and then March birthdays the day right after that. Thank you for watching. You can always email us if you'd like to get a hold of us, roadtripvia@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. So there's a lot of ways to get a hold of us if you want to throw out some suggestions for trivia quizzes or suggestions to the format of the way we do the trivia. So thank you guys for watching. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker. An Irish legend, the scream from what type of creature is believed to be an omen of imminent death? The answer is a banshee. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow.